Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today we're going to solve another coolest problem, which is remove duplicates from sorted list 2. So basically, this is the second part of removing duplicates from sorted list. So the first part is of the easiest problem. If you have not seen that, I will suggest you to check the playlist link in the description. So like this, that was the complete linked list playlist. So you will find that question over there and lots of questions of linked list. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's start solving this question. Okay, what the question is saying, let me just first of all we look at over here. The question is saying like we have given the head of a sorted linked list. So this is a sorted linked list. Delete all the nodes that have duplicate number which are similar, like this, like these are similar. We have to delete them, leaving only distinct number. We have to just leave the unique elements. We have to just leave the unique element and we have to return that list. Okay, so now you like how we're going to solve this question. So for that, let me just take you to the whiteboard and I will show you over there. So we will use the similar test case over there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So now just let's move over there. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So I just come over here. So I just draw that previous list and I create one dummy node over here. Initially, which has a value of 0. Okay, you can put any value. I prefer to put 0 over here. Okay, so I create my dummy node. My dummy node is pointing to my original head. Okay, so now you're like, why using dummy node? Because using dummy node is a very helpful instead of you changing the values of original head, because like otherwise you have to traverse lots of time, then you have to change the and you have to do a lots of things. But that's why it is a best preparation, like best idea to use a dummy node. Okay, so like what I did, I say like my dummy is over here and my temp is pointing to my head. My temp is pointing to my head and my current is on the head, but it is pointing to the next value. Okay, so what will happen? So my current will move over here and my temp will check my temp dot next. My temp dot next will check current dot value. Are they similar? They will check, are they similar? It will say no, they are not similar. So it means like if they are not similar, then what I will do, I will just simply move my temp over here. Okay, and that's how we're going to do this. Okay, so now what will happen, I will take my current pointer from over here to over here. Now it will what will happen, it will check my temp dot next is 2 similar to 3. It will say no, they are still not similar to 3. So what will happen, my temp come over here and my current will move over here. Okay, guys, so till then it means like what it means. So till over here all the elements are unique elements, we find, because like till my temp elements, all the elements are unique element. After that we are not sure, but till over here all the elements are unique. Okay, so what I will do, I will just simply check, is my temp dot next, value is similar to my current. It will say yes, it is similar to my current. So what will happen, so it means like it's not a unique element. Okay, so what will happen, my current will move over here. Okay, so now what will happen, I will check, is my current value is similar to my temp dot next. It will say no, now they are not similar. It is potentially unique element, not 100% unique element, because we are not sure whether it is a unique one or not. So we are just saying it's potential unique element. Okay, so what will happen, my this temp will start, instead of pointing over here, it will start pointing over here. My temp will start pointing over here. So what will happen, ladies and gentlemen, my temp will move from over here and reach over here, and my current will go on the next one. My current will reach to the next one. Now they will check, is my temp is similar to my current. It will say yes, they are still similar. Okay, so instead of moving my temp, I will just put it over here. It's better to leave it over here. I will check, is my temp dot next is similar to my current. It will say yes, still they are similar. So before that we are thinking this is a potential unique element. Now it's not become the potential, it's a duplicate. Okay, so what will happen, my current will again move over here to over here. Now it will check, is the element is similar to my temp dot next, which is 4. Is 4 similar to 5? No, 4 is not similar to 5. So what will happen, it will now stop pointing from over here and it will point something like this. It will now point to the 5 one. Okay, so now the 5 become potential unique element for my temp. Okay, so what will happen, my current will move over here. My current reach the null. So this is my null over here. If you know, this is my null, this is my null. Okay, so once my current reach null, so what I will do, I will simply move my temp from over here till over here. So what it means, my temp, once my temp reach the final one and my current reach the null, I will simply return it. So what will happen, it means like till now whatever the value my temp has find, they all are unique. So what my temp value has find, my temp has find 1, 2 and 5, they are similar. So we skip this all the list, we skip all this. Okay, so if I hope like some of you still don't understand, don't worry, let me just take you to the another example. Let us see with this one. We have 1 1 1 2 3. Okay, so let me just draw it over here. Right, so we have something like 1 1 1 2 3. Okay, similarly ladies and gentlemen, what I will do, I will create my dummy node over here. Okay, so just give me a value, and my temp dot next is pointing over here, my temp dot next pointing over here. Okay, and let me just link them together, all my nodes. Alright guys, and what will happen, my I will put my current element over here. So what I will check is my temp dot next is similar to my current. It will say yes, it is similar to my current. So what will happen, I will simply move my current. So guys, what I'm doing like, I will just only move my, so what you will get an idea like what I'm doing over here. I will only move my current when it's become true. So like I will use a true or false condition. If it become true, then I will go in my while loop, in a loop, and I will run for my duplicacy. So I am going in my loop only if there are duplicates, or only to remove the duplicacy. Okay, as what I will do, I will just remove all the elements out of my while loop, that while loop. Okay, so for that I will just simply give a flag false. So I will just call it like flag. So if my flag is true, then it means like we are removing all the duplicacy. If the flag is false, then it means like we are just working on the unique elements. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this thing is clear. Still not, don't worry, once I will code, you will definitely gonna understand. That's my guarantee. Okay, all right, so my current is over here. It will still check, is my temp dot next is equals to current. It will say yes, it is still equals to current. So what will happen, my current will come over here. Now it will check, is my temp equals to my current. It will say no, now it's not equals to my current. So what will happen, this temp will point over here. Okay, so this is my temp to next value will point over here, and my current will come over here. Okay, now I will check, are this value equal. It will say no, still no, they are not, like this value is not similar to this one. So we are assuming this is a potential unique element. Now it's become the unique element because they are not similar. Okay, so what will happen, my temp will move from over here. Okay, over here and reach over here. All right, and my current reach to null. My current will reach to null. So let me just draw my null over here. Okay, so now my current reached to my null. So what will happen, once my current reaches to my null, then what I will do, I will simply increment this one, and it will reach over here. So what it means, it means like I will, okay guys, so I will just tell you one more thing. So it means, it means like, okay, my current reached my null and my temp is on the last node, end of the node. So it means like we just all found the unique element. We just found all the unique elements what we have. Okay, so what are the unique elements we found is 2 and 3. So these are the unique elements. Okay, so now you will ask like, why I stop over here, because you know what will happen, still my current will move further. So if my current still move further, then we got something like an error called null point exception. So we have to sort this case as well, because you know, like once my t reach over here, my current will move again forward as well. So I have to stop that criteria. So for that I will use a condition over here. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope so this will give you a quick idea like how we are going to solve this question. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's start solving this question. Okay, so what I will do, my first job is to create a dummy node. Then before that, let me create a base condition. My base condition will say if my head is null, or my head dot next, if my head has only one value, is null. Okay, I will simply return head. Okay, so okay, let me just make it a little bit big. All right, now what I will do, I'll just simply create a list node, a dummy node over here. So let me call it dummy, new list node, and give me a 0 value. Initially it has. Okay, all right guys, so what I will do, I will simply say list node, what over here, temp is at my dummy dot next. Okay, yeah, I will simply call dummy is my dummy. Okay, and I will say my temp dot next. My temp dot next will be my head. Temp dot next will be my head, because you know my temp value next value, my temp next value will be my head. Okay, all right. So what I will do, I will just simply create my current over here. My current is at head dot next. I hope you still remember what I just told you. Let's say my dummy is over here. This is my dummy. Okay, 0, and it's pointing over here. So my temp point over here. My temp is pointing over here, and my current will come over here. I will start current from over here. Okay, all right. So now what I will do, let me just come over here. I will run a while loop. My while loop will run till my current node reach nulls. Current node null. Okay, and in this one I told you I will create one flag over here. So let me just call it boolean. Boolean flag is initially false. My boolean flag is initially false. Okay, and over here, ladies and gentlemen, I will run a while loop again, and in this while loop I will check if my current is not equals to null, till my current not equals to null, and my temp dot next dot value is equals to my current dot value. If there's the condition, if the value is same, means it means my flag will become true and I will remove my duplicacy. So for removing duplicacy, what will happen? I will only increment my current. So my current will only go over here. So let me just show it to you. So what will happen, like in this duplicacy, only my current will move, not my temp. Okay, so I hope so, like you remember what I just told you. All ladies and gentlemen, so that's what I'm doing over here, and I will make my flag true. My flag is true over here. Okay, and what I do, I will simply say current equals to current dot next. I just update it. All right, once coming out of this while loop, this checking one, so it means my flag is false. We just have a unique element. But for that, I will still check. I will say if my flag is true, because because we this condition is going for potentially unique element, because we are not 100% sure. Might be the next value similar to the on which we are standing. So for that one, I'm just working over here, because for that one I have to work as well. Let's say this is a potential unique element. If my flag is true, then what I will do, I will simply say, okay, my temp dot next equals is my current. Okay, my temp dot next is my current. Okay, the current is on my temp dot next will be that value. Okay, else if my flag is false, then it means like we just found the unique element. It's 100% guaranteed unique element. For that, what I will do, I will just simply say temp equals to temp dot next. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope so this thing is clear, like what I'm doing over here. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, finally the last thing is to simply return it. So to return this one, what I have to do, I have to simply say, okay, to return this one, I have to return after my dummy. So what I will do, I will say dummy dot next. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I hope this code is very clear, like what I'm doing over here. All right, guys. So now I hope you missed something over here in this code. Like I told you to remember one thing. Like you know what, you still forgot. If you know remember that thing, then really I will clap for you. But if you forget that thing, then thing is like if my current is at my null, but still it will go over here because my temp come over here. So for that I have to make one condition as well. I will say if my current till my current is not equals to null, till then only what I will do, I will simply till then only I will increment my current. I don't want to increment it like for necessary, because otherwise null pointer exception will come. Okay, till then only, if once my current reaches null, I will simply stop it. I will just simply come out this bigger outer loop. Okay, bigger while loop. Okay, so just all, ladies and gentlemen, our code is, let me just run this code and let me erase everything from over here to see any compilation error do we face. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, it's accepting. Let me just submit this one to see it's accepting all the test cases, and I will tell you the time complexity and the space complexity in this one we are dealing with. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, it's accepting very well. It's going just don't look at the runtime. Okay, it varies depending on server load. Okay, so time complexity in this one is we are dealing with big of n. Okay, because like we just using one pass, and we have just given an only one input list. Okay, so because of that we are just because like we are just traversing only one time over there. So it's big of n. And what's the space complexity in this one we are using? The space complexity in this one we are using is big of 1, because we are not using any extra memory, we are not using any extra space. So I hope, ladies and gentlemen, this question is very clear, like what we are doing over here. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. If you still have any doubt, I will suggest you to watch this video again. In the second watch, it's my guarantee. If you still don't understand, just do let me know in the comment section. But I will say, if you still don't understand, just watch it like in a fast forward a little bit. You will definitely gonna understand. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care, bye bye, and I love you guys. Believe me, I love you. Take care, bye bye.